Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now presented by Technofiber, the official bag, accessory, racket sponsor of the ATP Tour. Okay, it's our last chance to reflect on a magnificent Wimbledon fortnight, and today we're going to do so by rewriting the record books. Which records were broken and who broke them? So here we go. Number 10, Magdalena's Revival. 28-year-old Magdalena Rybarikova became the fourth lowest-ranked women's singles semifinalist in Wimbledon history and the lowest ranked since 1994. It's true, the world number 87 jumped 54 spots to number 33 in this week's ranking as a result of her success. Number 9, by reaching the semifinals at Wimbledon, Sam Querrey ended the Grand Slam drought in American tennis history. It had been 8 years since an American had reached the last four of a major on the men's side, and that was Andy Roddick, who lost the final to Roger Federer back in 2009. But that wasn't the only record Sam broke at Wimbledon. By reaching the semifinal, he now holds the all-time ATP Open-era record for most majors played before reaching a major semifinal, 42. The previous record was held by Mark Woodford, who needed 38 attempts. 8th on the list is Spain's Garbiñe Muguruza, who became the first player to play both Williams sisters in a Wimbledon final. She lost to Serena in the 2015 final, but defeated Venus this year to become just the 8th active WTA player to own multiple major titles. Muguruza also became the first Spanish woman to win Wimbledon in 23 years. 7th on our list of Wimbledon record breakers is Venus Williams, who became the oldest women's singles finalist since 1994. If she had won, Venus would have become the oldest women's singles major title winner in the Open era. But that record still belongs to her sister Serena, who won this year's Australian Open at age 35. Number 6. Venus Williams broke more than one record at Wimbledon this year. By reaching the final, she passed her sister Serena on Wimbledon's all-time active win list for women's singles. Venus now owns 87 wins at Wimbledon against 15 losses. Only two players, Chris Evert with 96 wins and Martina Navratilova with 120, have more. At number 5 on the list, we look to a Swiss fellow by the name of Roger. Some of you may know him as Maestro. Well, this year, Roger Federer tied Fabrice Santoro on the all-time majors played list with 70 Grand Slam appearances. Roger will take sole possession of that record this August when he plays the U.S. Open. On the women's side, Venus Williams played her 75th major at Wimbledon, holding that record for over a year now, and every time she plays a major, she's breaking her own record. How about that? For number 4, we go back to Roger. He became just the second man in Open-era history to win Wimbledon without dropping a set. And he was the first to do it in over 40 years. Bjorn Borg did it back in 1976. Johanna Konta comes in at number 3. The British number 1 made history when she became the first woman from Great Britain to reach the semifinals at Wimbledon in 39 years. Konta survived 3 tough three-setters to get there, and many say she's primed to win one. If she does, she'd be the first British woman to do it since Virginia Wade back in 1977. Roger Federer hadn't won Wimbledon since 2012. Back then, he was a spry 30-year-old. And this leads us to our number 2. By winning this year, Federer became the oldest man in Wimbledon's Open-era history to take the title. And that leads us to a very big number, 19. Yep. Roger won his 19th major title at Wimbledon, which puts him 4 ahead of any other male player in tennis history. It also ties him with Helen Wills Moody on the all-time list of singles major titles won. Only Steffi Graf with 22, Serena Williams with 23, and Margaret Court with 24 have won more. And finally, because Roger Federer was the star of Wimbledon, we might as well finish off the most meaningful record broken at this year's championships with Roger. So can you say grade 8? Federer certainly can, because this year's win means that Roger is the first man to win 8 Wimbledon titles. He had been tied with William Renshaw and Pete Sampras since the 2012 win, but now Roger stands alone as the greatest men's Wimbledon legend of all time. And that's our top 10 broken records of Wimbledon 2017. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Grace Carter. We'll see you next time.